The dragon in the library. The village of Windermere had always been known for its peculiar library. Nestled at the edge of a lush forest, the library was a towering labyrinth of shelves stacked with books of every kind imaginable. But the real mystery was the legend of the dragon that supposedly lived within its walls. Chapter 1: The Curious Apprentice. Amelia, a spirited young apprentice librarian, had heard the rumors ever since she was a child. It was said that the dragon guarded an ancient secret hidden somewhere in the library, a secret that could only be discovered by someone with a true love of stories. On a sunny afternoon, Amelia was diligently sorting through a pile of dusty tomes when she overheard a conversation between the head librarian, Mr. Eustace, and a visiting scholar. "I've heard that the library's dragon can make books fly," the scholar said, his eyes alight with excitement. Mr. Eustace chuckled, adjusting his spectacles. "Ah, yes. The dragon. Some say it's just a myth to scare away those with less noble intentions." Intrigued, Amelia decided to do some investigating of her own. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the library's wooden floors, she slipped into the restricted section, a maze of towering shelves filled with ancient texts. "Just one look," she whispered to herself, clutching a lantern to light her way. As she wandered deeper into the labyrinth, Amelia heard a faint rustling sound. It grew louder until, to her astonishment, a cluster of books began to float off the shelves, spinning lazily in the air. She gasped, stumbling backward. "What in the world?" "Do not be afraid," came a deep, rumbling voice. "I mean you no harm." Amelia spun around, her eyes wide as she faced the speaker, a dragon the color of burnished copper, with eyes that gleamed like molten gold. It sat perched atop a pile of books, its wings folded neatly by its sides. "Your Real," she exclaimed, unable to contain her awe. The dragon nodded, a small smile curling its lips. "Indeed, I am Azura, guardian of the library." Chapter 2: The Secret of the Books. Once the initial shock had worn off, Amelia found herself captivated by the dragon's presence. She approached slowly, her curiosity getting the better of her. "Why do you guard the library?" she asked, settling down cross-legged on the floor. Azura chuckled, a sound like distant thunder. "I protect the wisdom contained within these walls. Knowledge is a powerful thing, young one." Amelia nodded, glancing at the floating books. "How do you make them fly?" Azura spread its wings slightly, the tips brushing against the bookshelves. "Magic, of course. These books hold stories that yearn to be free. I simply give them the freedom to roam." As the dragon spoke, a leather-bound volume floated down into Amelia's lap. She traced her fingers over its embossed cover, feeling the magic humming beneath her fingertips. "Can you teach me?" she asked eagerly. Azura's eyes glinted with amusement. "Teach you? Perhaps. But first, you must prove yourself worthy. There is a task I require assistance with." Amelia leaned forward, her interest piqued. "What kind of task?" "There is a book, unlike any other, hidden within this library. It is the heart of all stories, the librarian majestic. It was stolen from its rightful place and hidden away. You must help me find it." Amelia's eyes widened with excitement and determination. "I'll help you, Azura. Together, we'll find it." Chapter 3: The Search Begins. Over the following days, Amelia and Azura formed an unlikely partnership. By day, she continued her duties as an apprentice librarian, and by night, she scoured the shelves with Azura by her side, searching for any clues that might lead them to the librarian majestic. One evening, as they were poring over a particularly dusty tome, Amelia had a revelation. What if the book isn't hidden in the usual sense, she mused, tapping her chin. What if it's disguised as something ordinary? Azura raised an eyebrow, its scales glinting in the lantern light. An interesting theory. How do you propose we find it? Amelia stood, brushing off her skirts. We search for the extraordinary within the ordinary. With renewed determination, they scoured the library, examining each book with fresh eyes. Amelia's heart raced as they unearthed tomes with hidden compartments, books that whispered secrets, and scrolls that shimmered with hidden magic. As they delved deeper into the labyrinth, Amelia discovered a peculiar book with a nondescript cover. It looked ordinary, but something about it felt different. She opened it and found the pages blank, save for a single line. The key to the heart is found within the tale. Azura peered over her shoulder, its breath warm against her cheek. A riddle. Clever indeed. Amelia's mind raced. A tale, a story. We need to find a story that speaks to the heart. Chapter 4, The Heart of the Library. The clue led them to a section of the library Amelia had never ventured into before, filled with children's stories and fairy tales. As she browsed through the colorful covers, she felt a sense of nostalgia. These are the stories that touch the heart, she murmured, pulling out a well-loved book about a dragon and a young girl who became friends against all odds. Azura watched her with a thoughtful gaze. Stories have the power to connect us, to reveal truths we may not see otherwise. As Amelia leafed through the pages, she found another clue hidden within the illustrations, a map that seemed to overlay the library's layout, marking a spot deep in the restricted section. This is it, she exclaimed, showing Azura the map. Azura nodded approvingly. You have done well, Amelia. Let us find the heart of the library. Guided by the map, they ventured into the deepest corners of the library, where the air was thick with ancient dust and the scent of parchment. At last, they reached a secluded alcove with a single, ornate bookshelf. Amelia's heart pounded as she examined the bookshelf, her fingers brushing against an intricately carved dragon motif. With a deep breath, she pulled on the dragon's tail, and the bookshelf swung open to reveal a hidden chamber. In the center of the chamber, bathed in a soft, golden light, was the librarian majestic. Its cover shimmered with iridescent patterns, and its pages whispered secrets of worlds unknown. Chapter 5, The Test of Worth. As Amelia reached for the book, a protective barrier shimmered into view, blocking her path. She turned to Azura, a questioning look in her eyes. A test of worthiness, Azura explained. The book will only reveal itself to one who understands the true power of stories. Amelia nodded, understanding the gravity of the moment. She closed her eyes, recalling all the stories she had ever read, the adventures, the friendships, the lessons learned. She thought of the joy and wonder they had brought her, the way they had shaped her into who she was. Opening her eyes, she spoke with quiet conviction. Stories are more than just words on a page. They are the essence of our hopes and dreams, our fears and triumphs. They connect us, teach us, and inspire us to be more than we are. The barrier shimmered once more, then dissolved into nothingness, allowing her to approach the librarian majestic. With reverence, she lifted the book, feeling its magic thrumming beneath her fingers. Azura watched her with pride. You have proven yourself worthy, Amelia. The library and all its secrets are yours to protect and cherish. Chapter 6, A New Beginning. With the librarian majestic restored to its rightful place, the library seemed to come alive with renewed energy. Books fluttered about with a newfound sense of freedom, and the whispers of stories filled the air like a gentle breeze. Amelia spent her days exploring the library with Azura, uncovering new tales and sharing them with eager visitors. The legend of the dragon and the apprentice librarian spread far and wide, drawing scholars and storytellers from all corners of the world. One afternoon, as Amelia and Azura sat in the library's sunlit atrium, a group of children gathered around, their eyes wide with wonder. "Tell us a story," they begged, their voices filled with excitement. Amelia smiled, opening the Librum Magici to a fresh page. "Very well. Let me tell you a tale of a magical library and the dragon who guards it." Azura curled around her protectively, its eyes twinkling with amusement. "And the brave apprentice who discovered the true power of stories." As Amelia wove her tale, the library filled with the laughter and gasps of children, each one entranced by the magic of storytelling. Chapter 7: Guardians of the Library. Years passed, and Amelia grew into her role as the guardian of the library, guided by Azura's wisdom and companionship. Together, they welcomed visitors from all walks of life, sharing the wonders of the library and its endless stories. One day, a young girl named Elara stumbled into the library, her eyes filled with curiosity. She wandered the aisles, entranced by the floating books and the warm glow of the lamps. Amelia watched her with a knowing smile. "Hello there," she greeted, crouching down to the girl's level. "What brings you to the library today?" Elara hesitated, glancing around with wide eyes. "I heard there's a dragon here," she whispered, her voice tinged with awe. Azura emerged from the shadows, its scales glinting in the afternoon light. "Indeed, there is," it rumbled, lowering its head to Elara's level. Elara's eyes widened with delight. "Wow! You're real." Amelia chuckled, taking the girl's hand. "Would you like to hear a story?" The girl nodded eagerly, and together, they settled into a cozy nook surrounded by books. As Amelia opened a familiar tome, Azura curled around them, creating a cocoon of warmth and safety. With each word, Amelia transported Elara to a world of wonder and magic, where dragons soared through the skies and brave adventurers embarked on grand quests. Elara listened with rapt attention, her imagination alight with possibility. Chapter 8: Passing the Torch. As the years went by, Amelia realized it was time to pass the torch to the next generation. She had grown older, her hair streaked with silver, but her passion for stories burned as brightly as ever. She found herself thinking of Elara, now a bright and inquisitive young woman who had spent countless hours in the library, exploring its many wonders. One evening, as the sun set behind the forest, Amelia invited Elara to the hidden chamber where the Librum Magici resided. "You've always had a love for stories," Amelia began, her voice warm with affection. "And you have the heart of a true guardian." Elara looked at Amelia with wide eyes, understanding dawning on her features. "You want me to take care of the library?" Amelia nodded, placing a gentle hand on Elara's shoulder. "It's time for me to step aside and for you to continue the legacy." Azura watched them with approval, its golden eyes filled with pride. "You have the heart and spirit needed to protect the library's secrets." Elara nodded, her heart swelling with a sense of purpose. "I'll do my best to honor your trust." Together, they performed the ritual of passage, ensuring that the Librum Magici recognized Elara as its new guardian. As the library embraced its new protector, books fluttered joyfully around them, welcoming Elara into their world. Chapter 9: A New Guardian's Tale. Under Elara's stewardship, the library continued to flourish, its shelves brimming with tales waiting to be discovered. She worked closely with Azura, delving into the depths of the library and uncovering forgotten stories. Visitors marveled at the library's magic, drawn in by the allure of flying books and the presence of the wise dragon. Elara shared the stories she loved, inspiring others to explore the realms of imagination and wonder. One day, as Elara sat with a group of children gathered around her, she glanced at Azura, who nodded encouragingly. With a smile, she began a new tale, weaving a story of adventure and friendship that captured the hearts of her young audience. As she spoke, the library seemed to come alive, each word echoing with the magic of stories brought to life. The children listened with wide eyes, their imaginations painting vivid pictures in their minds. And so, the legend of the library and its dragon guardian continued, a testament to the enduring power of stories and the magic that dwelled within the walls of Windermere's most cherished place. Chapter 10: The Eternal Legacy. Years turned into decades, and the library stood as a beacon of knowledge and wonder, its doors always open to those who sought the magic of stories. Elara's hair, like Amelia's before her, turned silver with age, but her spirit remained as vibrant as ever. On a tranquil evening, as the sun bathed the library in golden light, Elara sat with Azura by her side, reflecting on the journey they had shared. "I never imagined my life would be filled with such wonder," Elara mused, her eyes shimmering with gratitude. Azura rumbled contentedly, a soft purr that echoed through the library. "You have become a part of the library's legacy, Elara. Your love for stories has inspired countless others." Elara smiled, a sense of fulfillment washing over her. "The library will always be a place of magic and discovery. And it's all thanks to you, Azura." As the evening sky darkened, Elara lit a lantern and began her nightly routine of wandering the aisles, accompanied by the comforting presence of the dragon. Together, they ensured that the library remained a place of wonder, where stories soared and imagination knew no bounds. With each tale told and each heart touched, the legacy of the library endured, a testament to the power of stories and the guardians who cherished them. And so, the library continued to be a place where dreams took flight, watched over by the dragon and its devoted steward, ensuring that the magic of storytelling would live on for generations to come. Epilogue: The Circle of Stories. As the years passed, the library became a living testament to the tales it held within its walls. The magic of stories continued to enchant visitors, who traveled from far and wide to experience the wonder of Windermere's library. Elara, now a wise elder, sat by the window overlooking the forest, her heart filled with contentment. She had dedicated her life to preserving the magic of stories, and in doing so, she had become a part of the library's legacy. One evening, as the library's lanterns cast a warm glow over the shelves, Elara was joined by a young girl named Amelia, who had a curious spark in her eyes. "Hello, Elara," Amelia said, approaching with a book clutched to her chest. "I found this story, and I wanted to share it with you." Elara smiled, her heart swelling with pride. "I'd love to hear it, Amelia." As Amelia began to read, the library seemed to come alive once more, the magic of stories filling the air like a gentle breeze. Elara listened with a knowing smile, recognizing the familiar thrill of adventure and wonder. With each word, the circle of stories continued, a testament to the enduring magic of the library and the guardians who had dedicated their lives to preserving its secrets. And so, the library remained a place of wonder and imagination, where the magic of storytelling lived on, watched over by the dragon and its devoted guardians, ensuring that the legacy of the library would never fade.